Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconography and Temple Architecture Perspectives. In the contest, we are going to visit today Bhopal. We visit all the sites which enhances, increases or makes us acquainted with Indian art, culture and heritage. In that, one of the most important chapter is the Raja Bhoj Empire and his creations. Bhopal city is named after him, and we are going to see today a large lake of Bhopal city and statue of Raja Bhoj. So let's go to Bhopal and I'll tell you the beauty of every places is different when you visit in rainy season, in winter or otherwise. Now this time I happen to visit it in a rainy season and we'll see how beautiful it looks. It looks just like a big river or a ocean when you look at it. Such a big is a large lake, and mind well, it is a man-made lake by Raja Bhoj. Now let's go to the kingdom of Raja Bhoj. Now here we are showing which areas he was covering and which areas he was governing at that time. Now Parmaras is the small area which is seen in this map. However, the other map shows how much he expanded it to. It is all his bravery, and importance of it is his love for the literature, love for the art, as well as he was one of the most popular king of this area. Now Bhopal is a city of Raja Bhoj. That is what is written on the board where we are seeing it. And when you see Bhopal, Indore or these areas, you will also definitely fall in love with it. Such a clean area, such a nice atmosphere, and such an area blessed by the nature. It's lush green in rainy season, but also you'll feel all the towns are full of greeneries even otherwise. Now let's go into the historical details. Raja Bhoj was ruling in between 1010 to 1055, that is 45 years is his reign. Now he was a Rajput, Parmara Rajput, and he has ruled a kingdom in MALVA in central India, what we call today as the Madhya Pradesh, where his capital was Dharanagar, modern Dhar, and subsequently also a Bhopal. The Bhoj fought wars with nearly all the neighbors, attempting to expand the kingdom with varying degrees of success. Most of the time he was successful, but not all the time. All its zeniths, its empire extended from Chittor in the north to the upper Konkan to the south, that is in part of Maharashtra, and from the Sabarmati river in the west to the Vidisha in the east. So such is a big area which I have shown you in map just few minutes back. Because of his patronage to the scholars, Bhoja became one of the most celebrated king in India. He is known for his support to the wisdom, to the poets and also to the art. Now after his death, there were many scholars in this area. There were many kings in this area. That is all because of the foundation he laid down. He laid down such a strong foundation that the glory of kingdom went on increasing and increasing. The body of legions clustered around his name is compared to that of the emperor Vikramaditya. So everybody knows how great Vikramaditya was. Bhoj is one of the most patronage for the art, literature and sciences. He supported the all scholars. They were at his kingdom, and they were all his ashrits, you can call. They were depending on him, and he was supporting them. The establishment of the Bhojshala, as always we call it, even today is a Bhojshala is a word, a center for Sanskrit studies, is his greatest attribution to the nation as well as to the Sanskrit as well as for the culture. He was a polymath, and several books covering a wide range of topics are attributed to him. He is also said to have constructed a large number of Shiva temples. One of it is a Bhojeshwar temple, which we have covered in different videos. Link is given below, and you must watch it. It is one of the largest at that time. Today, a part of it is seen, but if we imagine it to be complete, then it would have been the largest temple not only in India but in the world. So that was his greatness and his architectural talent, which you are going to see in the Shiva temple. The Shivalinga here is the largest Shivalinga, is around 28 feet. So largest Shivalinga, though that is called as a Bhojeshwar temple after Raja Bhoj. Ishwar is the Shiva. So a temple of Shiva founded by Bhoj Raja is called as Bhojeshwar temple. That is at Bhojpur. And do visit our website, do visit our channel, and full description is given of it, because that was city formed by him, and that is the only surviving city as on today. That is the Bhojpur. Do visit it. It's a wonderful place, and definitely we have got video on it which will give you some aspect of the beauties. Now, while Bhoj became famous as a king of variety of expanding horizons and patronage of art and culture, he was also renowned for a warrior. He was one of the best warrior. He was maintaining one of the best military, as he was a Rajput after all. He inherited a kingdom center around the Malwa region and made several attempts to expand it. So that's obvious. He tried to expand his horizons. The Udaipur Prashasti inscription is referred for his bravery, his kingdom, and his wars and expansions, and that clearly mentions all these things, how much brave he was. Then his brother compares Bhoj to the legendary king Prithu and states that he ruled the earth from Kailasha to Malaya hills and up to the mountains of the setting and rising of the sun. Bit exaggeration, but it speaks of what? It was a glorious, marvelous and big. The historical evidence indicates that Bhoja's empire extended from the Chittor. Let's come to realistic, not from the sunrise to sunset, but it was from the Chittor to the upper Konkan. So one of the fort in Konkan was constructed by him, and also he had lot of area revenues between the two rivers. So such brave was the king, such was the expansion, and most important is his contribution for the literature. Bhojshala, even on today it is called by same name. The Vallabha is said to have died of smallpox during the expedition against the Parmaras. Then this incident may have been happened during the early part of Bhoj's reign or during the reign of his father's reign, that was of Sindhuraja. Now Vallabha's successor Durlabha is also said to have repulsed an attacks of confidentiaries, and that included the ruler of Malvas and also modern historians. It is undoubtedly their success. whatever modern historian says or whatever are the inscriptions. We believe more in inscriptions where it was written all his bravery and all his expansion of the kingdom. The Bhoj's first military aggression appeared to be his invasion in the present Gujarat around 1018. So 1015 he took he became the king and subsequently started expanding it. Bhoja's invasion of Gujarat brought him to close to the Shilahara kingdoms of the northern Konkan. So that was the at that time prevailing kingdom, that is Shilahara. The Bhoja invaded and captured Konkan sometime between 1018 to 1020. In these 3 years, he not only constructed, but he constructed the fort also. This we are going to see in some other video. The region of the Shilahara king was King Arsikari, and this is also this topic is also covered by us, but it is in some different lecture. Now, his 1020 CE inscription states that he organized a Konkan Griha Vijaya Parva, that is the victory over the Konkan he had, that is a Vijaya Parva, and over the Konkan, and the Konkan victory festival is the name in short of it. The Shilaharas probably contributed to the administer Konkan as the Bhoja's vessel. So they accepted Bhoj as the main king, and they also were there, but as the administrators. By the end of his reign, Bhoj had lost his territory to the Chalukyas of Kalyani. So on either way, sometime he was successful, sometime he was a loser, but overall he was successful. Sometime before 1019 CE, Bhoj formed an alliance against the Chalukyas of the Kalyani with the Rajendra Chola and Ganga Yadavas of Kalachuri. So he had diplomacy also, he had bravery also, and he has good administration also. So also he was a supporter for scholars. At this time, Jaisimha II was the Chalukya king. We know what Chalukyas have done in the south, what temples they have developed, and all their history is covered extensively. So also the contribution of Chalukyas towards the temple and temple architecture is also something to be admired. The Triple Alliance engaged the Chalukyas at the northern and the southern frontiers simultaneously. So Chalukyas has to fight on two fronts, and as usual it was difficult for them, it was getting difficult for them. And then what happened is Ghazniyers, that is the Museum dynasty of the Turkey origin, invaded northwestern India in the 11th century, led by the Muhammad of Ghazni. But as you know, the Bhoj mercenaries defeated the Turkists. So they were very brave. Not only they defeated many kings of India, but also the Turkish. Bhoj might have been contributed troops to the Kabul Shahi ruler Anandapala. See, this is the inscriptions on which we depend for the history, and that is what we try to narrate. But different people following different school of thoughts may have different ideas. But one thing is very sure, that they defeated Ghaznimids. Then several medieval Muslims historians state that is Muhammad avoided a confrontation with the powerful Hindu rulers. So they conquered the North India, but somehow at Vindhya level they were blocked, and one of the major king who really did not allow them to infiltrate further was the Bhoj. His army was really strong and he had really good support from his alliances. Now, several medieval Muslim historians state that the Muhammad of Ghazni avoided a confrontation with the powerful Hindu rulers. But of course, that depends on the which school of thought or which inscriptions you are following. Bhoj may have been a part of the Hindu alliance that expelled Muhammad governors from the Ansi. So this is the place. Thanezur and other areas around 1043. So at that time they were at peak of their power. So even foreign invaders could not cross India beyond the Vindhyas or beyond the Bhola Empire. During the last year of Bhoja region, sometime between 1042, Jaisimha's son and successor. So that all happening in 1042. And who was successor of Jaisimha? He was a Someshwar I. He invaded Malwa and sacked his capital Dhara. So he lost to them and he conquered it. Who? Someshwar I. Who was Someshwar I? His successor of Jaisimha. And who were these two? Were Chalukyas. Now multiple Chalukyas inscription dated between 1058 to 1067 states that the Chalukyas plundered the important Parmara cities including Dhar, Ujjain and Mandapa. Ujjain, as you know, was very famous from beginning, from Hindu culture point of view, from Sanskrit culture point of view or from Gurukul point of view. Bhoj re-established his control over the Malwa soon after the departure of Chalukya army. Nevertheless, the defeat was a major setback for the Parmaras and they were pushed back to southern boundary of the kingdom from Godavari to Narmada. So this was a setback to them. Although the Bhoj and Kalashuri kings Gangaya were part of the alliance against the Chalukyas, Bhoj defeated Gangayas. Maybe some conflicts with them, but ultimately he defeated them. So after all these braveries, you must have seen why people say we love Bhopal, we love Bhoj Raja. Now let's see. This is the lake, and in that lake his statue is situated, on which we have started a lecture describing how brave he was. Look at this man-made lake. Believe it, it is made by Raja Bhoj. Miles and miles it is distributed. It can complete total water requirement of the Bhopal city. So you can know how much huge it is. Extremely clean. Extremely clean. You can see it, how beautiful it is. And in rainy season, the beauty is something different because water is at highest level. Look at this. The big ocean-like lake. In that you can see mountains around, they are green, and the road which is along its side. We are seeing it in different angles so that you can have three-dimensional views. And this is a statue of Raja Bhoj, Bhoj Raja. Look at him. Look at the confidence. Look at the strength. And that is why people not only appreciate, but they love him. He was mighty, no doubt. But also he has supported the scholars of language, poets. Lot of inscriptions were written in his era. And also a place like Ujjain, everybody knows what is its important in Hindu philosophy, in Hindu literature and in Sanskrit. It was one of a highest educational center. So that was here in his kingdom. We have a different video. Do watch it. And this is the statue of Raja Bhoj. We are seeing from all angles. There is a small fountain also which you can appreciate. There are lighting also. Now, Bhoj is not just a name that is emotional to Bhopal and is synonymous of the wealth. Raja Bhoj used to be the finest ruler for the central India, and he ruled over the Bhopal for more than millennium ago. A statue was recently installed in Bhopal near the VIP road on the waves of the upper lake. So what big lake we have seen was the upper lake. On the banks of it, on the sides of it, it is erected. The statue is nearly 32 feet, roughly 10 meters above the base levels. The statue was covered with multicolored LED lights which provided a startling torch to that gigantic statue in Bhopal. So glory of it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, with the lights, without the lights, in the rainy season, all are different. The statue looks like a reddish brown, indicate that material of the statue, which is a pure gun and bell metal. The statue installed in 2011 by MP Governor, that was a BJP constituency at that time, is a great tribute to King Raja Bhoj and to his Parmara dynasty. That is what I said. People love him. People are proud of him. You talk to them, in a way they take name of Raja Bhoj is great. Sunset provides an extra touch to that of beautiful statue with a huge writing on the other side. On the upper lake as a welcome to the city of Lek with a red frequency light. The view is just phenomenal after 7 p.m. Citizens used to go there early in the morning to take the fresh air, just now what we had done it, and refresh themselves. So good place for morning walk. And evening walk, you will get some glorious lights. The city was named after him. Bhopal is after the Raja Bhoj and later named as the Bhopal. So that's how the development of the Bhopal name goes. Another benefit of the statue was to make people vigilant and conversant about the nature's resources. So all this was a man-made around 1,000 years back, but still it is why it is maintained, because earlier people maintained it. Now what is our duty is to hand it over to the next generation without polluting it. Now you have seen how fresh the water was. Now citizens are conscious of their environment, as it is now a well-known and clean place of the India. Everybody knows the cleanest city is Indore and Bhopal is nowhere less. Another phase of the project is to attract people and to make Bhopal a place for the tour and traveling. As well as they will know about the Ujjain, they will know about the Indore, and they will know about the Mahadeva temple. And all these aspects are with flying colors illuminated here. Different beauties in the morning, different beauties in the evening, and different part of the country visit this in routine also, and to appreciate our rich heritage as far as history is concerned. The place provides an unexplained peace to the visitors, and when the bronze flows in the evening and in the morning, it presents an unforgettable moment for the visitors. A must visit for the guest and citizen who comes to the Bhopal and they want to be a visitor, tourist to the Bhopal. They come here and visit. How beautifully said, visited Bhopal, not seen a single lake, then I'm sure you went to a wrong place. How nicely it is said, how beautiful it is said. And this is what is the rainy season and different beauties of the road which takes you to the lake and away from the lake. It will give you certainly a memorable holiday. Yeah, look at this. Though they have limit the speed to 50 kilometers, but I'm very sure if you are traveling by a car, you will go much slower than that. Or you will stop your car, come out and observe the beauties for more and more time. This is a video taken on the side of the lake. You see beautiful road, beautiful landscapes. Looks like ocean, believe me. Statue of Raja Bhoj. What a description we are given. I'm sure you will appreciate it more because it is something which the words are not adequate to describe. For me, it is unforgettable, memorable morning in rainy season. I'm sure hearing the description you will also feel, but if you happen to see it in a sunny days, in the morning, in the afternoon and in the evening, believe me, the beauty will be different. And also your appreciations will be more and more. With that, we are coming to end of this lecture. I'm sure hearing this, you'll feel a desire to go to place and visit. Then I have achieved my goal. Thank you, goodbye, and take care till we meet in next lecture. See you, goodbye.